Hello guys, welcome to the wild hollow-charge chaos of Type Soul, Roblox's bleach-fueled ARPG, where Arrancars unleash jaw-dropping resurrections and segunda etapas that shake Soul Society to its core. Imagine vampire draining Reiatsu like a shonen Dracula, while Snake slithers into its own tail and flops mid-duel. I'm your re-roll grinding, Cero-blasting maniac who's eaten more wipes than a Hueco Mundo rookie, laughed at my own spirit fumbles, and still dreams of Phoenix's fiery rebirth. Today we're diving deep into every resurrection and segunda etapa, ranking them from S-tier meta monsters to C-tier duds, packed with absurd bleach stories, pro tips to dominate PvP and PvE, and that signature Type Soul swagger. Grab codes like Code to Reborn, charge your Cero Oscuras, and let's rip through Soul Society like Hollow Legends. In Type Soul, Arrancar resurrections are your ticket to Hollow supremacy. Partial resurrection unlocks 1 move, full resurrection gives 3, and segunda etapa unleashes 5 for ultimate chaos. Cero Oscuras resets cooldowns for devastating combos, but watch out for Reiatsu nerfs. Vampires 20% hit stings. S-tier beasts like Shark and Phoenix crush PvP and PvE, while C-tier Snake is a re-roll magnet. Farm spins in AFK World or Clan Wars evolve with boss drops, think Vasto Lorde raids, and stock Discord or Trello for the latest codes. Whether you're a newbie slashing through Karakura Town or a pro hunting Hellverse glory, this tier list has you covered. Let's start with the C-tier flops and claw our way to S-tier supremacy. Now, let's talk about the bottom of the barrel, where C-tier resurrections fumble like a Shinigami lost in Hueco Mundo's sands. These are your starter hollows, perfect for newbies with no rerolls, but plenty of grit to laugh at their own chaos. Time to kick things off with Snake, a slithery disaster that tries to wrap foes but ends up tying itself in knots. Picture a PvP duel where it coils a Shinigami, only to trip over its own tail, turning the fight into a laughable blooper reel. Its single partial res move is a weak grapple, barely scratching foes. Use it for early PvE quests in Karakura Town, pair with a basic Cero for a faint spark, and reroll as soon as you can. Snake's a Soul Reaper's punching bag, but it's got that underdog charm. Let's dive into the middle ground where B-tier resurrections bring niche tricks to Type Soul's battlefield. These hollows shine in specific builds, but stumble when the pressure's on. Perfect for reroll farmers who smirk at their own missteps. First up, meet Arrancar, a pompous powerhouse that swings a moody axe screaming drama. It once slashed a foe in a PvP duel but hit a rock instead, turning the fight into an oops moment. Its full res moves offer decent tanking with slow, heavy hits, but it lacks the speed to keep up in fast-paced meta. Use it for mid-game PvE tanking, pair with Cero for a slow burn combo, and aim carefully. It's a rival's chuckle, but it can hold its own in a pinch. Now let's check out Volcanica, a fiery fiend that lights up the battlefield but chokes on its own smoke. In a PvE wave, it blasted flames and accidentally singed itself, making the fight a blunder. Its AoE bursts are solid for clearing fodder enemies, but it struggles against tanky bosses. Use it for mid-game crowd control, pair with Slash for a fiery kick, and burn strategically. It's a foe's breather, but it brings some heat. Time to unpack Devil, an edgy demon with claws that promise chaos but deliver shaky results. It roared a curse in a PvP match only to trip over its own ego, turning the duel into a disaster. Its niche DPS shines in specific matchups, but it's too fragile for consistent wins. Use it for situational PvP, pair with Storm for a chaotic combo, and claw fast. It's a rival's target, but it's got that devilish charm. Time to charge into the Elite Zone, where A-tier resurrections step up as Type Soul's battle-ready beasts. These hollows turn fights into bleach-worthy showdowns, perfect for reroll grinders ready to flex some serious muscle and style. Let's start with Slash, a blade-blazing brawler that carves through foes with wild swings. It sliced a wave in a PvP duel but nicked a tree, making the fight a comedy. Its full res moves deliver high DPS with decent range, ideal for late-game PvE and PvP. Pair it with Cero Oscuras for a slicing storm and hack away with confidence. It's a rival's dread, slicing through defenses like butter. Next, let's explore Stark, the lone wolf with sleepy Ceros that still pack a punch. He fired a blast in a PvE wave and promptly napped, turning the fight into a snooze fest. His ranged DPS is reliable for clearing waves, but his slow startup needs patience. Use it for long-range PvP, pair with Panthera for a lazy spark, and aim sharp. It's a foe's panic, even if Stark's half asleep. Time to gallop with Horse, a charging champ that brings hoofed havoc to the battlefield. It galloped into a PvP match and crashed into a wall, making the duel a hiccup. Its tanky bursts excel in mid to late game, soaking damage while dealing solid hits. Pair with Storm for a rushing combo and charge fast. It's a rival's hurdle, galloping through chaos. Let's whip up Storm, a Tempest Titan that whips up windy destruction but occasionally spins itself dizzy. In a PvE quest, it unleashed a gale and got caught in it, turning the fight into a stumble. Its AoE control clears fodder enemies with ease, making it a PvE star. Pair with Slash for a stormy slash and blow hard. It's a foe's annoyance, disrupting their plans. Finally, let's pounce with Panthera, a sleek stalker with clawing chaos that pounces with precision. It leaped at a foe in a PvP duel but missed, making the fight a jest. Its mobility-focused DPS shines in fast-paced battles, dodging and striking with finesse. Pair with Stark for a feral duo and claw quick. It's a rival's fear prowling the battlefield. Now, let's unleash the top dogs, where S-tier resurrections reign as Type Soul's unstoppable hollow gods. These meta-dominating monsters shake Soul Society like a Menos Grande on a rampage, built for reroll masters who want to dominate and gloat. First off, meet Vampire, a race-stealing sovereign that bites with bloodthirsty swagger. In a PvP duel, it drained a Shinigami's Reiatsu, but choked on the overflow, turning the fight into a highlight reel. Its Segunda Etapa moves drain life and deal massive DPS, making it a PvP and PvE beast despite the 20% Reiatsu nerf. Pair with Zero Oscurus for a draining duo and bite with Flare. It's a rival's nightmare, sucking the fight out of them. Next, let's shine with Light, a blinding beast that radiates pure chaos. It flashed a beam in a PvE wave and accidentally blinded itself, making the fight a dazzling epic. Its AoE damage wipes entire waves, perfect for late-game PvE and leaderboard runs. Pair with Shark for a Radiant Rush and Shine Bright. It's a foe's meltdown, burning retinas and hopes alike. Time to chomp with Shark, an aquatic assassin with guard-breaking jaws that chew through defenses. It chomped a boss in a PvP match but bit a rock, turning the duel into a showcase. Its guard break DPS crushes tanky foes, making it a PvP meta king. Pair with Bone for a brutal combo and snap hard. It's a rival's terror, shredding their armor. Let's melt with Acid, a corrosive king that melts enemies with toxic might. It splashed a wave in a PvE quest but fizzed a fence, making the fight a rampage. Its DOT chaos stacks damage over time, perfect for prolonged battles. Pair with Phoenix for a fiery melt and dissolve fast. It's a foe's panic, eroding their will. Now let's crush with Bone, a skeletal slayer that crushes with bony strikes. It swung a bone in a PvP duel and cracked itself, turning the fight into a bash. Its sturdy DPS tanks hits while dishing out pain, ideal for PvE grinds. Pair with Vampire for a tanky drain and smash with Grit. It's a rival's dread, breaking their spirit. Finally, let's soar with Phoenix, a fiery flyer that rises from ashes with reborn glory. It blazed a wave in a PvE run but singed its own wings, making the fight a masterpiece. Its AoE damage and revival passive dominate late-game PvE and PvP. Pair with Light for a dazzling duo and soar high. It's a foe's endgame, burning them to cinders. The sands of Hueco Mundo settle, Arrancars, and your Type Soul journey shines brighter than a Zero Oscurus blast. From Vampire's race-stealing rampage to Snake's slithery stumbles, you've got the ultimate resurrection tier list to conquer Soul Society. S-tier gods like Phoenix and Shark rule the meta, while C-tier flops like Spirit keep your grind full of laughs. Whether you're a newbie slashing through Karakura Town or a pro carving your name in Hellverse, this list is your Zampakudo. Mix Vampire with Bone for a tanky, life-draining PvP beast, or Acid with Phoenix for a PvE meltfest that burns through waves. Redeem those codes, haunt Trello for updates, and forge your Type Soul legacy. Drop your slickest zero combos or funniest reroll fails in the comments. Let's fuel the Type Soul frenzy. Smash that like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more Roblox chaos. Unleash your inner hollow and reign supreme.